Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another video. I'm your host, Johan, and the name of this channel is Make It an Amazing Day. Make it. There might be a lot to unpack here, so let's get right to it. Have you ever heard someone say people are waking up? Let's put it into its proper perspective, okay? The first item that comes to my mind is we're in a new paradigm. Long-held beliefs. You could say they're being challenged. You could say they're being questioned. Some people may even have doubts about long-held beliefs. Belief systems even. Is that a bad thing, or is it a good thing? Again, I want to stress, and it goes deeper than we're entering a new paradigm, spiritually speaking. Whenever a new method, idea, concept, or motive takes hold and gains traction, the old guard, so to speak, may feel insulted. And I get it. I get it. Been there, done that. It's almost like, and listen up if you decide to be a YouTube creator, you're going to encounter things you didn't expect. I touched on it in an earlier video. I'm no longer able to post links. YouTube wants my passport and ID, driver's license, all these things. Keep on file for 2 years, and then I could post links. Now, I post videos from other channels that are in the public domain. That's permissible. So my only thought is, someone doesn't like what I'm talking about in certain videos, so they complain. This morning I had a new challenge from YouTube. I believe it was a quote from Socrates. So I went to pin it. And I got a YouTube notification, the same one, that if I want to do this, I need to give them a picture of my passport and something about security and all these other things. So I guess my channel's marked now. It's not going to ruin my day. What is this new paradigm all about? What does this new paradigm encompass? I feel the first thing is there is more critical thinking today. And not just critical thinking in conversations. And you might say, well, you can't have a decent conversation today with people. That's certain portions, certain groups maybe. But overall, critical thinking has returned. People aren't taking ideas, concepts, and theories on face value. They're thinking about it. And this is what I would call the second aspect of critical thinking, not conversations with other people. However, albeit nonetheless, individuals are having critical conversations with themselves. I watch a channel from Scotland occasionally, Mr. Darcy and the Old Man. It's a motorcycle channel, and they were making observations comparing two different motorcycles today. That channel is a critical thinking channel. What do I mean by critical thinking? In my own words. In my own words. You observe something, a topic, and think it through or speak about it to the nth degree, or till you come to a conclusion. And then you might critically think the conclusion. Now, in ancient times, in times of antiquity, this is what philosophers and mystics used to do. Break it down, let's break it down. Or, to use a term today, let's go down a rabbit hole. I hate to be rude in comments. Well, I shouldn't say hate. It's not my nature to be rude to people. I will respect you as long as you respect me. I respect your view as long as you respect mine. And I think my philosophy on that is, on this channel, I'm not bashing religions. I don't bash the 12-step program. I make comparisons. I take principles from these religions, spiritual paths, ways, 12-step groups, whatever it is, institutions. I look at them, I critically think about it, and then I put them to the test. And a test for me is what is going to improve my quality of life today. So, the old way of thinking, certain principles from older times, that I've taken those principles, applied them to my life, and look at the results. And then, now that I practice a spiritual path with teachings that are ancient, thousands of years before the Common Era, apply them to my life and see the results. If the results are different from my long-held beliefs, if the results improve my quality of life, if the results are not radical, if they're unbiased, they're common sense principles, and they're improving my quality of life compared to the long-held beliefs, I'm going to go with the principles that improve my quality of life. And you may not agree with me. You may not. So, the new paradigm is a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at things. And Wayne Dyer once said, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change, obviously. And it's not just in these matters of spirituality and religion that people are stepping back and saying, wait a minute, let me think about this. More people are becoming aware. And awareness is the first step to changing what's going on in your life. So you're aware. People are becoming more aware and questioning long-held beliefs. Like, for a lot of years, I only drove Oldsmobiles because my father drove Oldsmobiles. There are people that prefer American vehicles over foreign-made vehicles. And the new paradigm is people are stepping back and looking at the particulars. They're breaking it down. It's no longer about, well, when it comes to cars, that tradition. It's no longer about tradition, automobiles, vehicles. And yes, finances has something to do with it. People are questioning, what is my next vehicle going to be? And why am I choosing that? I have what I call on the back burner some choices ahead of me. And I've changed them 3 times already because I thought about it in depth. I thought about it in depth. Now there's a new term that flies around called analysis paralysis. All I can say is I know when I look at something, a choice I'm about to make, and look at it in depth, analyze it, that is, break it down to the nth degree, I could feel more secure in the decision I'm going to make. So you could call me analysis paralysis all you want. Other people are rethinking their living situations as well. Yes, some of it or most of it has to do with the current economies in the world. If you think back to our ancestors, way back, hundreds of years, and before that, homes included great-grandparents, grandparents, mothers and fathers, children and grandchildren. That's how they lived. I could say the tribe or the clan way of living. However, that's how people lived. And the younger ones took care of the older ones. And the older ones passed on their wisdom. Here's another area where there's a new paradigm. People are rethinking about the food they eat. Now, I had to sit down and study this thought. To eat healthier does cost more money. To eat healthier does cost more money. However, the healthier food, and this is scientifically proven, does not have ingredients that affect the mind in a way that you never feel full. These chemicals almost cause a person to be addicted to certain foods with these chemicals in. Whereas those aren't in more natural foods, organic foods. Yes, eating healthier does cost more to purchase those foods. And when I sat down and critically analyzed it, the truth is I do not eat as much of the healthier foods. I do not eat as much of the healthier foods. Typically, what I've read online and in books from, I guess you could call them dietitians, health experts, our stomach is designed to eat in sizes an amount of food no bigger than your fist or a large baked potato. That makes sense to me. So, in conclusion, this new paradigm is a new way of thinking. And it's happened before. The Renaissance, medieval times, times of antiquity when philosophers and mystics opened up schools of thought. This isn't something new. However, there's going to be pushback from what I call the old guard. And like I said, I'll respect you if you respect me. I'm not going to change my mind and continue doing something just because my parents did it, or I was a member of this institution, large or small, and that's what they do. When I find something new, and that this entails all these different subjects that I'm talking about: cars, house, food, religions, spiritual paths, spiritual ways, and the list goes on. When I find something new, and yeah, this is the paradox. Something new to me are ancient teachings from times of antiquity. So they're really not that new, to be more specific. So when I find something new, even if it's old, new information, new details, something tangible that I could put into practice in my life and look at the results, I'm going to go with the results that improve my quality of life. Once again, I appreciate you all commenting. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate my old subscribers. I appreciate you liking videos and sharing them. Just because my views are different from yours doesn't mean I'm wrong. The test is, and I think this is worth repeating, I'm taking these ideas, concepts, motives, theories, some ancient, some new, putting them into practice, and or looking at other people that are doing the same thing and got good results. I'm going to try it, and if the results improve my quality of life, I'm going to stick to it whether you agree with me or not. I don't go to other channels that it doesn't matter what their theme is and start bashing them because their beliefs are different than mine. I get some respectful comments here when someone doesn't agree with me. And then I get one of the most disrespectful comments I've had is from that, on that video, why am I selling my Harley Davidsons? This guy was just, I don't even have a word for it. Disrespectful, I guess. So, in some cases, like that particular one on that video, I responded to him based on my decades of experience because of how he presented his disagreement to me. I responded in kind because some people only understand a response from you even if you go low. That's all they understand. They don't understand anything else. It's a new day. We have new thoughts. We're waking up. We're trying new things, some of which are old things. Old is new, new is old. Make it an amazing day and have an amazing life. See you in the next video.